Hey. Whenever I pick up a guitar, I love to create extraordinary things from ordinary chords. The possibilities to turn every basic chord into something heavenly are pretty much endless, and in this video I'll love to share some of my favorite tricks, chords and progressions with you, ranging from really easy to maybe a little bit harder, but I'm sure most of you will be able to tag along. So knowing these tricks will help you...
Paul!
Yeah?
Can I show them something?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so I know so many beautiful chord progressions and heavenly voicings. Here's one. This is so easy.
That's pretty nice. Okay. Yeah, can I continue? Can I continue?
There's more.
Stop! Stop!
No!
So everyone watching, feel free to use everything you see us playing for your own music, your own recordings or your own material. Music is for sharing. But if you wish to support me, you can check out my Patreon page where I provided tabs for the things I'm teaching and playing in this video. Or if you want to get really good and go all in with guitar, I made 2 guitar courses that are really worth checking out. One for beginners called Learn, Practice, Play, and one for intermediate players called Next Level Playing. Both are a blast and loads of fun. Who doesn't want that, right? All right, let's dive in. My name is Paul Davids. Let's get to it. All right, let's do this. But before we start, that is the last time you shut me up like that, okay? I don't like it. So the G major chord, we've all been there, we've all played it. And it sounds beautiful. But let me show you this. And I'm muting the A string right now. And then I love to add the F sharp on the top string. So fret 2 on the high E string. Creating this big and lush sounding voicing. So this is in the context of G major. You can use it in the key of G major or in D major. But one thing I love is G major in combination with the C chord. Classic 1-4 progression. But now instead of... we're going to play the C like so. We just slide it up to fret 8. Oh yes, and we play the exact same shape. So you just move the entire thing up, starting on fret 8, because that is where the C is, right? Fret 8 on that low E string. This is the C. If you didn't know that, you should definitely check out my course, Learn, Practice, Play. Anyway, the rest is open, so I'm still muting the A string. And then the D and the G are open. Fret 8 on the B string. Fret 7 on the high E. Oh yes, that lovely major 7th. So now you can just make a simple picking pattern out of this. I mean, that's pretty sweet, right? Anyway, you can do the next one, Paul. All right, next up, some very melancholic, sad sounding chords, but they sound so lovely. I want to make a song out of this. So the first chord is going to be this one. I'm playing on a nylon string because I think it sounds cool on a nylon, but you can do it on an acoustic, on an electric, do it on whatever you want. This is the first chord. Oh, yes. And then we're going to play this sequence. Or something like that. You can mix it around, but let's get to it. So the first chord is a C sharp minor. So I'm sure we've all played this chord, C sharp minor, basic bar chord, but now we turn it into something magical. Ooh, C sharp minor 9. Now we have that nice semitone going on top. Played with the C-sharp root notes. And now we move the bass note to the B. So from C-sharp 2 frets down, going to fret 2 on the A string. And then an open A string. And this creates all sort of spicy chords. We can name them, but maybe you can leave your thoughts about that in the comments if you wish to figure them out. And then the root note walks or the bass note walks back up. A, B, C sharp. Again to that first chord we started on. And now we play the same. But now is one of my favorite chords ever, and it's called a B over E. It's not that spectacular, but it just sounds so rich. You've got that fundament, the low E string. And then we just play the regular B major bar chord over here. Fret 4, 4 and 4 on the D, G and B strings. And together, listen to this. Emotion. This is how you spell it. So good. So it's a B over E. A B major chord over the E bass note. And then we go to an A sus chord, A sus2. Very basic. And then the last chord is this chord, which I love so much as well. Ooh. So good. And the B string is open, that's the 9. So A major 9. So good. And then if you glue it all together, you get this. Okay, so the third one I want to show on the telly because some things just sound better on the telly. Alright, so now I'm showing you one of my favorite chord progressions. It's with 3 basic chords you see all the time. The C chord, the D chord, and of course the E minor chord. Oh yes. Okay, we're gonna turn those 3 basic chords into something magical by just doing this. So the first chord, I'm sure we all know it, it's called a C at 9. It's played like this. So from the A string down, it's 3, 2, open, 3, 3. 1, 3, 5, 9. 1, 3, 5, 9. Alright, and the next chord is gonna be a D chord. But not just any basic D chord. No, we're spicing it up. And we do that by just sliding this chord shape 2 frets higher. And there is something quite special about this chord actually. It is played using the first 5 notes of the major scale of D. All the first 5 notes are in this chord. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All crammed, played together. Let me show you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we have it. The first 5 notes of the D major scale. D, E, F sharp, G, A. All played together sound like this. And it makes a very rich chord, and I guess we can call it D at 9/11 or at 9 at 11. It's very beautiful. And now to the third chord of this progression, the E minor. We're again sliding this very basic shape up to E. Oh, wait a second, that's not a minor chord, right? No, that's a major. Okay, so to make this chord minor, we simply lower the third, which is fret 6 in this case, on the D string, and we lower that to fret 5. So now we get this chord. It may be a little bit difficult if you're a beginner playing this chord, but you'll get there, I'm sure. And you can play that low E string with the chord. Little mysterious sounding maybe. And And this chord is an E minor add 9. Or strum it. And you can even add the low E string. Beautiful. Anyway, take it away, Paul, with the last one. Did I save the best for last? Well, I may have done that. So here's one of my most emotional chords.
Oh, are you okay?
Yeah, it's just so beautiful.
Okay, stay strong, man. So
we play the low 6th string with the thumb, F sharp minor. If you wish to skip the low E string, you can. It still sounds great without. So if you have trouble with this whole thumb over the edge thing. Woo! Lovely. And then the second chord we go to is this. A very open, optimistic sounding E major chord with an added 9, so E add 9. So it's your regular E major chord, but then on the D string we play fret 4 instead of fret 2, which is the octave a whole tone up. So that's the 9. And then the last chord of this part is, it's basically a B over D sharp. So the B chord is this, fret 9, 8 and 7 on the D, G and B string. And then instead of the root note being, well, the root note is a B, but now as a bass note we play the D sharp. Fret 6 on the A string. So that's basically your first inversion over there. But now to top it off, we played high E, which is your add 11th. So these 3 chords after each other. That's the first round. The second round, I'm mixing it up. I'm playing F sharp at 11 or at 9, 11 again, F sharp minor. But now we play the same chord, the E at 9, but now we do the same 1 string down on the A major chord. So and it's the same, it's just the same steps. We pick the octave, so the A over here, and we move it up to fret 4, so we get this chord. A at 9. Sometimes it is so easy. And now we end this little sequence with an E major 7th over G sharp. So the G sharp is over here, fret 4 on the low E string, fret 2 on the D string, fret 4 and 4 on G and B, and then you can add the high E again. So all the chords after each other in total sounds like this. So there's a little melody going on in between these heavenly chords, making it even more heavenly. Anyway, I think this is
enough for now.
I think so too. If you enjoyed this video, please gently hit that like button. And if you learn anything, please subscribe to the channel. Much appreciated. And also, I'd love to see your beautiful heavenly chord voicings. Please leave them in the comment section so we can all learn from it. And also, if you use up any of these chord progressions I taught you or any of the voicings I was teaching, please tag me on Instagram sharing your music. I'd love to check it out. That's it. Have a lovely day. Catch you guys in the next one.